Also hung out with her at Swiss Beach after party after the Grammys, and she had to leave early because she had to go take Sebastian to school. The interesting part here is that Amber is very committed with her son. Shout out to Amber Rose. Good mothers, good fathers, periods. But let's get into Shenanigans mess. All started by about the disease. Okay? This is the backup channel, so make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Then just
Every person in this room has the perfect motive for murder.
What do you mean? Murder.
But only one of the suspects is the murderer. Is it the timid Mr. B?
Why are you screaming? Because I'm right out what? Screaming!
Or the militant Colonel Mustard?
If I was the killer, I would kill you next. Huh? Except F.
Mrs. White, who helped her husband on his way.
What's a matter of life after death? Now that he's dead, I have a life.
Miss Scarlet, who's helped many men along the way.
Practice makes perfect.
Professor Plum, who's looking for a way.
I'm looking.
Mrs. Peacock,
I have absolutely no idea what we're doing here, but I am determined to enjoy myself.
or did the butler do it? Paramount Pictures invite you to an evening of mystery, murder,
And madness.
the movie that makes us see the crime. It's not just a game. Any
Murder.
the suspects is the murderer. Is it timid Mr. Green?
Why are you screaming? Because I'm right out what?
Or the militant Colonel Mustard?
If I was the killer, I would kill you next. Huh? Except F.
Mrs. White, who helped her husband on his way.
What's a matter after death? Now that he's dead, I have a life.
Miss Scarlet, who's helped many men along the way.
Practice makes perfect.
Professor Plum, who's looking for a way. Miss
But I am to enjoy myself.
Or did the butler? Paramount Pictures invites you to an evening of mystery, murder,
Like serious and magnets.
in the movie that makes a scene of crime. Clue, it's not just a game anymore.
Good Lord have mercy. This is crazy, y'all. Y'all. Lord. I'm supposed to be my black ass in bed, okay? I never should have answered this goddamn phone, child. I couldn't sleep. I was tossing and turning. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. And this person don't call me this late at night. Typically, they just text and I just read the notes in the morning and then I look at the videos. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is going to be continued, but I'm going to give y'all a brief synopsis. I'm sure a lot of people cage is going to be rattled. I don't know where to start. Goddamn. And I really hate to say this. I really hate to say this shit. I never believed. I still can't believe this shit. Oh, God, Lord have mercy. Marcella may not have been all the way lying about this goddamn chart. Oh, God, Lord have mercy. I can't believe this shit. All this time, it's crazy. They still whack out their fucking minds. Oh, God. Now I know we were all connected. It was all ran by all of these different people. Danny and her channel. We don't know this because I totally had no clue. This shit is real. I can't believe these bitches are really correct a little bit. Anyway, that chart and them 8 people want to run channel. That's why they kept on saying Danny this person, Danny that person. Well, the reason why, from what I gather, and we're gonna take a deep dive into this shit. Because before he came around, there was a group of people. Now, Demon Diary knew about this shit. And what she knew about it, there was this. That's why he knew who he was. She thought she knew certain who Danny was because she knew that was in this secret group. Now, originally, this group was different because originally, I'm had kicked out one of the chats, but no, she felt used and thrown away because she did all of this research for Nosy. You know, what they were researching, I don't know, because this was way before Monica. And that's why she knew so fucking much about Now Is Making Sense. She knew so motherfucking much about Nosy because she was working for Nosy. And she was also and some of the people that was involved, no judgment. Y'all don't have nothing to worry about. Okay? The people that's allegedly that was involved in this crew of organized crime. That's why she was scared when I called the FBI and she said she kind of had me killed because she thought that I knew more than I did at the time. I just called the FBI because it seemed to me he was a federal criminal. But now that I really know that you have a long track record and a long paper trail, wire fraud, counterfeit, that spans many states. Okay? Tiff Pink wasn't the only one. That's why the people who was around during that time want to remain anonymous, because you, my dear, got shit on them. And the reason why the basement thinks in this channel is because in this particular chat, there were 8 people that defected from Nosey's thumb and basically raised the coup. And they all had one thing in common, which is, and this is the craziest part about it, is because Cups, bitch, you was in that motherfucking group. Now, I'm wondering, did the basement figure it out? And the reason why Green is because she believes that party group affected and took all of her information and doxed Nosy without them. That's why the people who are now enemies, not all of them, because I don't believe that Frog knows, Frog in the basement. I don't believe that she knows. I think that she was getting bits and pieces of stuff from people. And I believe, and you'll never guess who also is in it. Remember when I was coming for Val? And Val denied knowing Green Flea at all? Well, I thought that Green Flea was just, acting and lying like she typically does. Well, the reason why she was so outraged and so appalled and shocked was because that's why she kept on calling them bitches weak. Because everybody that I came up against, I didn't even fucking know, had some tie to Sweet Pea. And at the time, Sweet Pea was she was the head of the group. Remember, Marcella was talking about the chart and that it was a head. There was a head, somebody running it, and it was the top dog and all that other stuff. She wasn't going to say nothing because it's a whole organization of criminals. Well, the main criminal, which I'm not going to call nobody criminals, because the main criminal who orchestrated a lot of the stuff, they relied on Green Flea because she was the only one out the group that knew how to use Pacer. So when they all got mad with Nosy, they formed this group, and their idea was to take down Nosy. So this was way before. But when Danny came around, and I believe that the group had disbanded before NPR. So when Danny did finally come around, they all suspected that it was somebody from the group that was Danny. And Sweet Pea told her she was safe. That's why a lot of people didn't want to speak on that Tiff Pink situation, because Tiff Pink wasn't the only one who was getting paid stubs fraudulently made by Sweet Pea. No. There was other people in that group. So that's why Sweet Pea felt so confident going around here frauding. But she thought that I knew more than I did. If somebody was to tell me 6 months ago, I wouldn't believe that shit. I'd be like, come on now. Dumbass Demon Darby. Now I know. And the thing she would do, she had files on everybody, extensive files. The reason why a lot of these people are scared to come forward is because she has their information. Yep. Their social security numbers on it. You know why? Because they needed her to make pay stubs. Yep. Now it all makes sense. Because remember that troll that used to keep on coming on my page telling me about Val information? Well, that makes sense too. Because around that time, I was off with everybody here verbally. And I was very upset with Val. Because Val claimed to be a 6-figure nigga. And this was around the time Greenfleet was begging with her lot of emergencies, okay? Well, when Val, because she always wanted to be a part of stuff, now she's been keeping her nose clean recently. I only had to cuss her out like one time within the past 4 months, so 6 months. So, I believe. So, she's been keeping her nose clean. And she keep on saying, I don't have a problem with trees. Y'all want me not to like trees and this and that. Well, I think that the reason why Val had lied about knowing Greenfleet, child, it's crazy. It's because she got stuff on Val. Val was a part of the group too. That's why she has an unusual attachment to the basement, because she got to listen to them to find out if they know too. That's why her and Marcella has a love-hate relationship, because she knows that Marcella. I said, are you kidding me? That's why Greenfleet and Cups, they can't stand each other, but they won't come for each other all the way. That's why they easily patch things up. So what Greenfleet do? That's why Val panicked and blamed it on me when it clearly wasn't me. She knew exactly who was doxing her under that community post, saying that their house wasn't paid off, saying that they had to take out another loan and all, knew about all of her financials. Who else would know all of your financials except someone who possibly have forged income for you, or maybe help you buy one of your rides? They said it was 8 people. And it's funny because typically, now you can enjoy more than one content creator. I'm not saying you can't. But the basement and Danny and us, we're polarizing. Either you're with the basement or you support us, typically. People who just like both of them and they stay in the bushes. But for you to say, yay, Avengers, let's take down Nosy and all this other stuff, why are you so invested? Why are you so invested? And then you say, well, hear her makes sense. You say that, but then you demonize her when you're over here sitting with us. It's like you're pandering to both sides because you know that other people know about you. Now, when they kept on saying she's a fraud, that is fake and phony, now I know what the fuck they meant, because it's the people that you would have never thought that would have been involved in such messiness and doxiness. You know, that's against bullying and harassing and all. Now people get to turn over a new leaf, don't get me wrong. But Val? And now that I see the dynamic of these people, when they fall out, and then they don't completely fall out because they don't want their secrets to fall out. I don't understand why Sweet Pea was so fixated with certain people being behind certain things. That statement is fixated with certain people saying that all those days is because some of those people were in that group, and because they were in that group, they believe that they teamed up with Danny to continue their started, which was to take down those. And because certain people are not mad with Danny, they believe they are now working working with Danny. See, a lot of things that the basement don't know, right? Some of the shit that they've been yelling about all of this time. All right. I mean, who would have? I actually wouldn't. Because what would be the purpose? But now, it makes sense. I have a lot of that now people used to burn my ear out about how she got music. And when she was giving me Nosey's information, I didn't care to dox her because I'm like, why dox her? I just do commentary. You know what I mean? It's not that deep. I don't need to know. I was just talking to that. Thank you. Everything. Some she just chatted and he kept it like close angles. She had actually she had everything. Previous everything. And that's why, wow, so when she got arrested, everybody was some people name. I don't give a fuck who's going to go live. Let's believe that. But Sweepy, if I catch wind that you message any of these people, emailed them, or attempted to dox them, I will call the because I know where both the phones are buried. If you dare try to out or intimidate motherfuckers, even cups, bitch. And I don't fuck with her at all. But I know snakes like you, when they're backed into a corner, you want to try to bring down everybody. No, bitch. The thing about that is that you can't tell on them without telling on your motherfucking self. And being as though you have a digital fingerprint, bitch. You have a digital fingerprint and 380 previous charges, which means so let me find out that you're attempting to dox anybody. I don't give a fuck if they're in the basement or not. I will get you indicted on federal charges. Mark my fucking words. Everybody's heads. That's why y'all never fell completely the fuck out. See, me, I go all the way. I don't give a fuck. I go all the way on any and everybody. That's why a lot of times people will be like, oh, she doesn't know. Because I didn't. I don't listen to this shit. I focus on what the fuck I'm focused on. I think it had any basis. But now, coupled with what you told me yourself, I didn't understand none of that shit. I'm like, why the fuck is she telling me all this? That's because she thought I already knew. She thought I already knew. And I didn't. And I'm adding it up. And she's like, yeah, and we was in this group, and the reason why, and then we went to that group, and it was 8 people, and this, and then and it was supposed to be a channel. And that's why I think that Danny is this person. All fucking make sense. That's why Marcella said it's a fucking chart and it's the order of the people, because everybody, I guess, had a job that was in that chat. Everybody had a job. And they did. Greenfleet was in charge of the fucking investigation and doxing people. Uncovering all this shit. That's why when Danny came in and doing that very thing as an Avenger, they thought it was somebody in their fucking group. Because it started before Monica. I said, damn, that do make sense. That's why the basement was going crazy about that shit. That shit is crazy. I can't believe I'm saying this shit. I really the fuck can't. Oh God, Lord have mercy. I am so fucking mad right now. Child. Oh my God. And that's why he was mad with Marcella too, because she kept on playing both sides of the fence, and they like, well, bitch, you know, and then Red gay. She thinks that he probably knows, which he probably does. And that's why they never fell completely out. Well, now that I know, you guys can do whatever the fuck y'all want with that information. I'm going to keep on talking about it. Because I can't believe this shit. I'll be damned. Oh my God. What are the odds? I might as well play the fucking lottery today. Oh God, this is ridiculous. All of this fallout, this person Danny, that person Danny, came from that fucking It started with Nosy Ho. It ended with Nosy Ho. Wow, that shit is crazy. Well, that was an amazing plot twist. I'm not okay. No, I'm not, Jam. No, I'm not. I'm very distraught. I'm not okay. Ain't nothing okay about this. You're not going to believe this. When you listen on the replay, oh, God. I don't know why the hell they had to tell me this. This is like a fucking Quentin Tarantino movie. I'm not okay. I'm not okay, Jam. I can't believe this shit.
We know you're not okay, Craig.
Oh, God. And it's not the fact that I'm going to just go ahead and say it. The basement was right a little bit about that goddamn chart and all of that shit. Danny ain't had shit to do with that, though. Because if that was the case, don't you know that would be the fucking holy grail if Danny was in that group, which means all the more reason. I understand why the basement thought that Danny was all those different people, because it was different people in their chat. And I believe that Cups was feeding the basement certain shit to throw them off the trail, not knowing that she was a part of one of those fucking usual suspects that was in that fucking group. They thought we was all in on it because we all was friendly together. No, Danny came completely out of nowhere, but it's coincidental that before Danny came, that's why all of those motherfuckers, yeah, Danny was never a member of that chat. That's why all of those motherfuckers that was in that chat was low-key hating on Danny. Only a couple of those people befriended Danny because they thought that they would be outed. Meanwhile, Danny ain't even fucking know. I know, Jam, right? That's crazy. Fucking ridiculous. Oh, God. This is really ridiculous. All right. I can't believe this shit. That was with Nose at first. They fell out behind the scenes. They started a whole new chat. They wanted to take those people, just like Marcella said. Some of those people are friendly with Danny. I'm just throwing a number. I'm just saying half. I don't know how many of them that's really not cool with Danny. I don't know. I don't know nothing. I really don't know how many people are really cool with her or how many people are pretending to be cool with her. That's not for me to figure out. You know, my sources is anonymous, right? But I do know some of those people are content creators and they have different personas now, and that's fine. However, my target is Demon Diary. I don't give a fuck who else was in that group. That's my target. Is Demon Diaries. Demon Diaries was at the fucking head, and it's blowing my mind because to me, she's not that smart. How the fuck is she going to be at the head of the whole goddamn operation? Well, the reason why she was the head of the operation is because everybody relied on her to do the investigation. Nobody in the group knew how to use Pacer. Nobody in the group knew how to edit and, you know, do all of that fancy shit with the whatever. That's why everybody be like, that editing. Well, and this blows my mind because Green Fleet runs her mouth so fucking much. How the fuck did nobody know? Reason why people knew, but they didn't know how involved. Because she plays really dumb, but she's good with lying and she's good with deception. The people who was in that group, they are telling on her. And she thought that Val told me about certain shit I did not know. That's why when I would cuss Val out and then I would befriend Val and protect Val and all of that, she thought, that's why she kept on saying, you bitches are weak. And then when I would comment under certain people's videos, she would go live panicky, like, oh, let me find out that, you know, y'all, we went way back. Oh, really? And then people just like, shut up. They shut up. They would talk back. Just
So as you can see, guys, the Philadelphia no-hit whore has once again tried to strike. But Dyke, drag queen, you won't get a win on this one. Sorry, ho. Hold on, 'cause I gotta change my thing so people can find my channel. Hold on, I'll be back, guys.